Hey everybody, this is Josh, and once again we are doing another death battle reaction. Joker versus Giorno, Persona versus JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. All right, so this just dropped, and I'm gonna watch it right now. And I've even got my spreadsheet ready just to see if we can't predict who wins out of this one. So yes, I think I'm going to add a third category to this little spreadsheet right here because one thing that I do want to point out is it's not only like who has the biggest who has the edge in a category, but I feel like it's also important how much they have that edge or how much that edge is relevant. Especially in a battle like this, because I have seen some discussions like leading up to this fight about these two characters who I know absolutely nothing about. Because because when it comes to Persona, honestly, the game just wasn't for me. Like, I couldn't get into it. I mean, it's clearly a great game, clearly, because a lot of people love it, but just not my thing. And when it came to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, unfortunately, I feel like it just kind of surpassed my weirdness threshold a little bit. And again, clearly it's doing something right. It's doing something for somebody. That somebody isn't me. It's not for me. But hey, it's even though I don't know anything about characters going into these sorts of death battles, or don't know or don't really care or care for the franchises being represented, they've still like created entertaining death battles out of these, both in the analysis and in the fight itself. So I'm still expecting I'm expecting good things out of this one. So let's see.
Sponsored by Marvel Snap.
Yeah.
Joker versus Giorno.
The Phantom Thief of Hearts and JoJo's Golden Gangstar.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yeah.
Ren Amamiya wasn't prepared for this to happen. When he witnessed an innocent woman being harassed and stepped in, he had no idea her assailant was one of Japan's most prominent politicians.
Poor Ren was forced to leave town, lose friends, and transfer to Shujin Academy. There's definitely more fun ways to ruin your life.
But his run-ins with corrupt authority figures was only just beginning.
One might call it a theme. And it's variety scumbag gym teachers. Ren and his new friends found themselves in a whole new world. The Metaverse! Oh, that's scary. Yeah.
Why'd you show me that? Why did you show me that?
Unconscious is like an alternate reality formed from the amalgamated thoughts and feelings of mankind. What humans believe, or even what they fear, directly shapes it.
And inside this crazy mental realm, those who have been corrupted by power and
Kind of reminds me of the warp from 40K.
Superpowers, just like how they're viewed by many of their victims in the real world. Victims like Ren and his friends, Ryuji, An, Makoto, Pancakes, and the Animal.
They may have been helpless against crushing institutional might in the real world, but in the metaverse, they had a way to fight back. Personas.
As part of the summoner's inner self, personas can become incredibly powerful spirits.
By using their personas to battle their foes in the metaverse and steal their hearts, the source of their moral corruption, Ren and company could cause such foes to repent in the real world. So the friends formed a band called the Phantom Thieves, with Ren as their leader, codenamed Joker.
And Joker's first persona was the awesome Arsene.
With razor-sharp claws and the ability to curse enemies with dark energy, Arsene was an excellent persona to start with.
But Joker's a wild card.
Yep.
Literally, he can capture as many personas as he wants. He's gotta catch them all, because they each have their own crazy powers. From shooting fire, ice, and lightning, to dishing out status effects, healing, and resistances, to lobbing actual nukes at the baddies.
So Joker can fight with manifestations of deities like Beelzebub, Odin, and Jesus Christ.
Way different than in the paintings I've seen. Did you know that a persona is connected to their user's own state?
Yeah, that's not an inappropriate thing on a chariot.
Like dead. It does rattle the user pretty badly.
Well, Without his personas, Joker can still rely on his guns, grappling hooks, smoke bombs, etc.
Might not sound like much compared to summoning actual Satan, but in the metaverse, perception is reality. No, really, it actually works like that.
In the real world, Joker's gun is only a prop. However, with Joker's reputation in the metaverse, this prop becomes a god killer. As the Phantom Thieves' reputation increased, so did their power, simply because that's how they were perceived.
Kinda like how personas are empowered by the social links Joker possesses with his friends. Yes, in the world of Persona, hanging out with your buds makes you stronger. Anime!
Power of friendship.
At their max, social links can bring a wildcard user back from the brink of death, instilling them with willpower greater than the rest of humanity combined. I guess meticulously gardening your friends like a sociopath has its benefits.
Hey, Wiz, have a cold one on me.
Thanks.
Aww.
Looks like our relationship meter's maxed out.
Oh, yeah. Well, guess there's no point to us hanging out anymore. Later, loser. I'm gonna go do untested pharmaceuticals and date my teacher.
Oh. Wait, date your what? Over the course of his adventures leading the Phantom Thieves, Joker's bonds made him as powerful as the gods.
Mechanic abuse.
He can dodge Lucifer's Morning Star, which summons an energy beam that travels several light years in seconds.
Ooh, here we go.
Millions of times faster than light.
Or survive a cheeseburger that exploded big enough to eclipse a nebula. Talk about having stomach problems. No wonder Joker can face off against opponents that can reshape all of reality.
Like Maruki, who used the metaverse to rewrite all of reality to fit his desires.
Or Yaldabaoth, who merged the real world and metaverse together.
It was in this battle with Yaldabaoth that Joker upgraded Arsene to create Sataniel, the biblical angel of vengeance.
Okay,
with
so
a
that's...
big-ass gun, perceive this reality, bitch!
Its primary attack, Sinful Shell, is imbued with what is known as Almighty Energy, which can bypass any defense, even that from the Omnipotent Orb, which can explicitly rewrite reality.
Yes, very good. Big-ass gun whiz!
And with a shot around the world, Joker and his friends prove that you're never too young to change society for the better, no matter how arduous the forces against you may be.
If the man is keeping you down, just call up the Phantom Thieves to put them in their place. They'll never see it coming.
All right, so that's some pretty powerful stuff for Joker. It's I'm getting through my notes here. Is all right. So durability can revive after death. Hacks can bypass defenses, so that's pretty huge. Speed got the 8 mil faster than light. Strength, I'm gonna go with a low multiverse there because that is basically can rewrite the reality of their multiverse and the metaverse. So that's 2 universes. Weapons, I would say basic Batman levels of gear, but you know there's a little more nuance to it. I'm aware of that, and there's also the X factors of perception is reality, greater than all mankind, can rewrite reality, and yeah, just like the abilities of like many personas. Yeah, didn't get any stamina stats, or didn't really get any durability stats there. So I'm guessing that's not going to be important for this fight.
As far back as he could remember, Giorno Giovanna always wanted to be a gangster.
'Cause damn it feels good to be a gangster. Gone are the days of leaving horse heads in your enemy's bed or squeezing their head in a vice till they pop. Giorno wanted to be a different kind of gangster.
A more progressive, metrosexual kind of mob boss.
A gangstar.
A shy, withdrawn boy on the streets of Naples, Giorno's life changed the day he saved a wounded mobster. In return, he was rewarded with future protection from abuse and isolation. This act of reciprocal kindness convinced Giorno of the value of the mob as a social organization, if only it was commanded by the right person.
Someone like Giorno. All he had to do was take control of the Neapolitan Mafia, Passione, and their army of superpowered assassins. Ambitious? Maybe. But hey, he's the bastard son of the insane vampire Deuce Lord himself. Dio Brando.
Yep.
Conceived Giorno while possessing the body of his arch enemy, Jonathan Joestar. This technically makes Giorno both a Brando and a Jojo.
Hence the name Jojo. Get it?
Well, he didn't just inherit the name, but also the Joestar bloodline's power. Giorno possesses a stand, gold experience.
Okay.
Stands are invisible, intangible, punchy ghosts that protect their user and come with incredible superpowers, like stopping time, making fiction into reality, or cooking Italian food. God damn, give me that one.
Yeah.
Giorno's gold experience has the
Gotta love
greatest
Italian
potential
food.
of any stand in the series. With just a touch, it can imbue inanimate objects with golden life energy.
Turning them into any plant or animal in an instant and back again. Giorno uses this with maximum creativity, like disguising a gun as a banana so you accidentally blow your own brains out. A gorilla's worst nightmare.
Giorno
Yeah, I
is
heard
basically
that
a super
was
being when it
slightly
comes to gold
different in the anime. Like they
Transforming
disguise
into
the
flesh to heal
banana
very
as
pain, or changing
it's like
a brick
disguise
into
the
a
gun
snake
as a
in
banana
mud
and then had it switch back to the gun.
Turning his teeth into a special kind of jellyfish that filters out the toxins in the piss he was drinking. I thought I was the only one who did that.
Should something that gives life to be a part of a greater whole, like turning a tooth into a fly, it will attempt to return to its original source.
Not only that, any damage
Alright.
Giorno's creations receive will be reflected onto the opponent.
Giorno can even imbue
Okay.
living things with this same energy. This supercharges the target's consciousness, causing them to outpace their physical body, and leaving them totally helpless to counterattack.
It might seem like you got 10 times faster, but you're actually experiencing time at a way slower rate while your body is stuck in the same position. Imagine a Muda to the nuts felt for 20 straight seconds. Forget about it.
Especially when you're hitting as hard as Gold Experience. According to the Jojo Veller art book written by the mangaka himself, Gold Experience has a speed rating of A, putting him in the same league as stands like Star Platinum and Silver Chariot,
Okay.
which are faster than light.
And although his strength stat is only a C, he can still shatter cars like glass and keep up with A-strength stands like Sticky Fingers. Perfect for a merciless stand rush that lasts 7 pages long. Daddy Dio must be so proud.
With Gold Experience,
Okay, I'm looking at the stats here. It's not looking good for Giorno here.
Wait. Diavolo? You're telling me that Giorno, the son of God, battles the devil, just like Jesus, whose full biblical name is Yeshua or Joshua. Ben Joseph.
That's actually not true. That's actually not true.
We're moving on. Diavolo's goal was to get his
It's-
hands on a stand arrow. And when a stand
That's actually not true. The etymology and transliteration is actually different. Not gonna get into that.
The most broken thing in anime. Gold Experience Requiem.
All right, give it to me.
Stands
Give it to me.
change the rules entirely. It's almost like they elevate your stand beyond the need for combat. Gold Experience Requiem can, in short, negate any action taken against it and return it to a state of 0, shifting reality back to square one.
Let's say I woke up this morning, got myself a gun, and fired it at Giorno. With Gold Experience Requiem, no matter how accurate I am, the shot will always miss because I never fired my gun.
That is return to 0.
Oh.
Also a horrific example of gun safety. This applies to any attack made against Requiem, including from Diavolo's stand King Crimson, which can infamously skip time, erasing the universe for 10 seconds. And Requiem negated that.
It undid time being erased, while time was already erased, which meant there was no time to unerase the erased time, and
Oh.
That's right, Boomstick. Requiem's ability acts
Oh my gosh!
independently of
Oh my
time.
gosh! It came back! It came back! That's right, Boomstick!
Sound crazy?
I came
Requiem
back.
can counter the stand made in heaven, which can accelerate time across the whole universe into infinity. So that kind of range of Requiem's ability is actually consistent.
it also reduces your willpower to 0, so you can't even fight back.
Even your death can be returned to 0. After pummeling Diavolo into pulp, Requiem prevented him from dying, forcing him to relive the experience of being killed over and over in a series of never-ending alternate universes for eternity.
Just when you thought you were out, Requiem pulls you back in. The second you hear
Oh,
that piano
oh, that was a
start
good reference,
playing,
honestly.
run.
And so, Giorno took control of Passione and turned it into the peacekeeping social organization he always dreamed about.
With its streets free of drugs, Italy's youth could rest easy. Their hopes and dreams could be carried into the future on a golden wind. Vento Areo!
Okay. That was very interesting. So, just what I'm seeing from the stats right here is that Joker absolutely outstats Giorno. Like, not even a question. That said, that return to zero, that's a pretty broken ability. That's very powerful. This is going to come up. It's like, would he be able to... That's the thing, though. Would he be able to land it? It's like both are kind of reality breakers on their own, but that's I don't know. It's that's kind of I think I'm still going to give the edge to Joker here because just from what, like, he absolutely outstats and he has his own reality breaking abilities. Giorno just has that one reality breaking ability and it's big. But one thing I've noticed about Death Battle is that they take into account like 100, maybe like 100 different battles with 100 different like variations of it. And I'm not exactly sure that Giorno would be able to get off return to zero that many things. Just going from how Death Battle usually judges these. I'm not saying they're wrong, it's just how they usually do this because like this is a versus battle, you know. It's all up to interpretation. But if I'm interpreting this, it's I don't know. I feel like Joker kind of hacks here. He might be able to nope them. He might just be able to say no to a lot of these abilities. He probably could say no to return to zero. Because with Giorno, return to zero is really all he has. But I mean, if he could get it off, then Joker's toast. But the question is, can he get it off? Given how heavily Joker outstats, I'm probably going to say no. At least that's how I judge it. Well, let's see if I'm 2 for 2. Oh, right, Marvel Snap. Skipping that.
Oh, are you talking about?
Yeah. Here we go. Let's see if I'm right.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Hey! Give it to me.
Go, are set!
Yeah.
Giorno Giovanna, your heart is twisted. It is ours to take.
Shoki Fantasmi. My dreams aren't yours to take.
Ooh.
Persona! He'll never see it coming.
Ooh, this is music.
Checkmate.
Ah. Ooh, already got the return to zero thing off already.
Alice!
Impossible. A second stand.
Yeah, Giorno's getting a little overwhelmed here. Is he returning to zero again?
You never took the time to understand my gold experience. All objects given life by gold experience desire to return home. His persona creates life. I've got to nullify that. Jack Frost, Ice Age!
Ooh. Ooh, that's a cool shot.
Jack Frost, Ice Age!
This Shoko Phantasma is justice. This is Requiem.
Oh man, Joker's getting pummeled.
Won't allow it, Joker!
Keep fighting. You can do it.
If
Snap
you
out of
die
it.
now,
Joker's got it!
kill you again myself.
Satanaya! Maybe you didn't hear me before. Checkmate.
Uh-oh.
KO! Giorno never had the makings of a varsity death battle winner.
This was an absolutely
Wow.
fascinating matchup.
Yeah, I
All
bet.
from an
Okay,
easy call.
let's see the reasons. I can't believe I was right.
Experience wasn't close though.
Sure,
All right.
Giorno's powers threw Joker for a loop, but Joker and his personas were millions of times faster and could take
Yep.
on universe busters.
And there was
Uh-huh.
no doubt Joker could see Giorno's stand, considering he could spot similar beings like shadows.
Add in the versatility of Joker's hundreds of personas, and Giorno could get quickly overwhelmed.
But
Yep.
that's where Requiem came in, and the game changed.
With its ability to nullify any
Ooh.
action taken against it, even
Yep.
ones that can affect entire universes, Joker's regular arsenal was rendered moot.
Remember, Requiem could act independently of time, so Joker wouldn't be able to avoid Requiem's ability. He'd have to beat it outright.
Take when the Phantom Thieves faced Maruki. The group couldn't resist the reality warping effects of his powers. He even had an ability that nullified actions against him, similar to Gold Experience Requiem.
But Joker
Ooh.
still had an ace up his sleeve. While Requiem can reduce your willpower to 0, Joker's social links were able to recharge him.
And finally,
Yep.
we have Joker's almighty attacks, which could bypass reality warping defenses like the Omnipotent Orb. The
Uh-huh.
perfect counter for Requiem.
And this is actually backed up in JoJo. While Requiem only has one appearance in the manga, it did show up in the game Eyes of Heaven.
There, it faced off against the World Over Heaven, which can overwrite reality to overpower any attack, including Requiem's return to 0. That meant an
Oh.
almighty attack that can bypass reality warping would have the same effect, giving Joker the option he needed to land a killing blow against Requiem's perfect defense.
Dio is such a dick, he literally ruined his own son's death battle.
Giorno but Joker had the versatility, experience, and almighty power for the final blow.
Giorno missed his golden opportunity and had a shell of a time. Hey, Biz, hear what I said? I said Giorno missed his golden opportunity.
Yeah,
and
we
had
got-
a shell
we-
of a time.
The winner is Joker.
Next time on.
All right, what do we got? Ooh, here we go.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
All right, so I was right. So Dio later provided us with proof that reality can counter GER, ensuring his son's loss against Joker. Yep, it is what it is. So yeah, I actually predicted this correctly. So it was less Joker versus Giorno, but more Joker versus his stand. And but yeah, it was Joker could just basically it appears that I was a little spot on. Like he just kind of noped a lot of the damage. It just noped a lot of it because power of friendship. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah. I can't believe it. A death battle where the power friendship was actually an accountability. Yeah. Golden rule of death battle. Whoever powers up first loses. I'm not entirely sure that's true. I'd have to really think about that one. But thank you for watching. Can't wait for the next one. Have a lovely day. Take care.